Hello and welcome up into the flight deck of the Airbus A321 Neo. We are just looking here. I was just looking at the map of the airport, getting my bearings. So first of all, we pretty much everything's pretty much light here. The PFD and the NDs are lit up. When we go up to here to the navs, we get them aligning. That's the first thing. Everything else is pretty much on here. It does this as standard, switches everything on. So you've got your fuel pumps on, everything on is on up there. Electrics are all on. The external power is connected, as you can see from that on sign. We're going to put the master switch on, and we'll wait just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds to turn it on. Then I go to here, and we want to go to the AP bleed as well. That starts up. Also comes up with the master caution. We're going to put the nav logo lights on, the wing lights, and the beacon light here. You can see the stuff comes on. Safety belt signs come on. The boarding process is literally about to start. Yeah, so it looks like we've taken off the runway behind us. So I'm just going to quickly check the winds here. So winds are saying 27 right, and it looks like traffic's taking off. Actually, wait, let's update that now. Actually, it is now 09 right, so that is right. So traffic is taking off in the right direction. Because when I originally loaded in, it was taking off. Well, traffic was taking off 27 left. Now it's taking off 09 right. So that is what we need. We're pushing out of here, and it's pretty much straight taxi down Yankee, although only short November 11. There is actually no landing traffic for a little while yet. There seems like a little gap for about an hour here in the simulator until the start landing traffic starts. There is traffic though taxiing. You can see here to TAP Portugal. There's Delta, A330, and there's a 747 over here. So there he is. There he goes down the runway. You can see him there, heading off towards the London skyline. So yeah, that's that pretty much. It's pretty cool. I do like this. So yeah, let's go ahead and get back into the cockpit here, and we'll go ahead and start to program in to the FMC, our flight plan. So let's actually put in our runway here, which is 09 right is going to be our departure runway. And then press yes, and we'll just confirm that. So let's go ahead and go to the init page there. Click on it, that's why I went over there. So we'll open this up. So today our departure is from EGLL, and we're heading down to LPFR. LPFR. There we go. Flight number today is going to be a flight number of Speedbird, so BAW, and we're going to be 45 Bravo for today's flight. When we'll go through the call signs. We'll start aligning the RS as well, clear that, so that'll be good to clear and go into that. Cost index today is going to be a cost index of 5, and our cruise for today's flight is going to be flight level 330 as well, so we're going to enter that. Other than that, that's pretty much that. Let's go ahead and go to our V-speed, which I already worked out. And actually, before we do any of that, let's go to plugins, tow list, open my CS screen. Let's go to passenger numbers, just quickly sort this out. So passengers today, it's saying here, we want 142 passengers for today's flight, so decent amount down to Faro today. Luggage-wise, we're going to have 3,600 on the rear, and we're going to have 4,000 AFT as well. Very nice. We're going to apply these load settings. Block fuel for today's flight is going to be 11,102. So we're going to. I normally just put a little bit of reserve in, so I'm going to go 11,600 for the fuel. We're going to go ahead and put it on V-speed today. So V-speed today is going to be 132. Then it's going to be 135. And then V2 is going to be 143. I'm going to enter that in. Very nice indeed. So V1 is 132. That is that. Let's go ahead and go to the flight plan menu. EGLL departure. We are expecting a direct departure today, actually. Let's actually have a little look at this. So we're supposed to be 09 right departure, then out to Goski by the looks of this, so, or Gogsy. So 09 right, we have no SID for this departure, and then no transition as well, so that's fine. Insert that, so we go straight there, to this point, and then we're going to go straight to the waypoint, of the Gulf Sea. So we'll go ahead and enter into that to the flight plan. There we go. And that's that waypoint entered in. We'll press there and go there. And then from Gulf Sea, I want to go ahead and get on the airwave. November 621. And then from November 621, I want to go to Sam. Sam, which is Southampton VOR, that is, Sam is. And then it's Mike 195. Heading then to Maroc. There we go. And then from Maroc to November 621. And then from November 621, we're going to Lelna. A few of these recognisable waypoints. So then we'll go ahead and do that. Then we'll insert that into the flight plan for today. And then from Lelna, we're going to go ahead and go to Novan. And then from Novan, we are going to go to direct to Delog. EGLL-OG. There's Delog. Very nice. Insert that. Very thank you. And then from Delog, direct to Crissa. So C-R-I-S-A. If you're going to hear those other engines in the background, that is probably departing aircraft with the World Traffic Control. I don't know how many aircraft are going to be around when we're on our taxi. Yeah. So Crissa, and then we're going to go to airwaves. UN10. Very nice. And then from there to SVL. That's a VOR. And then on to UN747. So Uniform November 747. Entering that. And then from Uniform November 747 to NAPES. So NAPES. And then from Napes, we want to go to Yankee 135. Normally I don't show this, but I thought, well, sometimes I show it, so today we are going to show it. And then we go on to 2 picks, and then we're going to do a direct arrival again into 28. So it's a direct departure and arrival today, which is very nice indeed. I don't mind a direct arrival. It does mean you've got to be aware of the altitude restrictions, and make sure we descend the correct amount on top of the descent, and know what we need to follow onto the approach. But that's a different time when we get there. So there we go. So 2 picks has now been entered in. That is wonderful. I've flown this aircraft so much. I love it. We'll see here. 2 minutes into this alliance. And speaking of loving aircraft and flying aircraft, I have also been learning to fly the 737-800. As you would have known, about 2 months ago, I did a video time lapse. Still went off it. Carried on flying the Airbus. Obviously, had a break from YouTube. But I've been getting back into it the last 5 days. I've just done loads of flights in it, and it's coming together. There's still a few things on the procedures I need to do, like approaches and things like that obviously I've done in terms of things, but there's still work that needs to, to be ironed out with it. Yeah, it's getting a lot better, and I'm very much looking forward to doing the flight. And eventually we'll bring it to the channel. We'll probably do it originally to start with on World Traffic. What's it called? World Traffic 2. We'll start off from there, do some stuff on that, and then we'll go across to VATSIM eventually once we've got used to doing all the frequencies and all that, and all the squats, because basically what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do it raw, I'll do a couple of practice flights on VATSIM with the 737-800. I know obviously all the, what I need to do and where I need to put all the frequencies in, all my squat codes and all that, I've worked all that out, and all my mode Cs and whatever I need to do to change everything. So I know how to do it all, it just needs to get in there, iron it out, play a few times in VATSIM with the 737-800, and then I'll be bringing that on VATSIM to the channel as well. But I do expect to see, hopefully soon, the 737-800 with flights to wherever we're going to go. We're planning on doing probably a Ryanair flight to start off with, and the 737-800, and then we're going to wherever we decide to fly. And obviously with the South Orbeck scenery as well, this means that now we can go to even more airports. So yeah, very much looking forward to it. And obviously, not that we couldn't anyway, but because it's better scenery, you've got to have good scenery even just to land in an airport, in my opinion. Anyway, unless it's at night, and then you can use some night approaches into the airports. We're going to go ahead here and get Pushback going. We're going to do an engine startup. We're going to get clearance to Pushback. What we're going to do is we're going to push back, and you guys can enjoy the engines on the Pushback. So yeah, enjoy the Pushback. Actually, I said we're going to enjoy the pushback, but actually, first of all, we need to go ahead and clear all this through. So AP bleed is on, must switch. We have Able here as well, which means that now we can disconnect the ground power. So if we go up here to
okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
We'll go ahead and press show control widget once again. We'll go ahead and get rid of the GPU. Click that. We'll get actually the catering everything now as well. There we go. You see it there, just come off. And we'll go ahead and say drive away, please. Drive away just for a second, and then eventually we'll press hide all so they can hide. We'll wait for the doors to be shut, and it'll tell me if the doors are shut. You can see it down there. Cargo is shutting at the moment. They should be closed in just a second. We'll wait for them all to close, and then we'll go ahead and clear the ground handling. There's the cargo has been shut as well, so we'll go ahead and do ground handling. And go ahead and say hide all. Wonderful, so they can go. We'll need them again when we get to Faro, to the wonderful Faro airport. I've got some nice scenery for Faro.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
So we're going to release the parking brake now. We'll go ahead and start our pushback procedure here. So we'll go ahead.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
And we're going to start the engines as well. So we're going to go ahead here and go to ignition start. We're going to go ahead and make sure everything's good up here. So yeah, AP bleeds on. Wonderful. And we'll go ahead and fire up the engines. Alrighty then, and engines have now been fired up. We're going to go ahead here and turn the APU lead off. We'll go ahead and go to taxi. We'll go ahead and put this to norm. We'll go ahead and set the flaps here to notch 1 of flaps. Wonderful. Taxi lights come on. Let me turn off some come on as well. You can see there, look at that. That was a Airbus A321 from British Airways just taken off. Don't know where he's headed to, but yeah, there you go. Let's go that himself. Let's go ahead here then and get out. Looks like we've got a little gap here, and here's some other aircraft around, so don't know where they are, but there he goes. That's pretty cool. Anyway, let's go ahead and get going. Seems like with this scenery though, the frames do take a bit of a kick in, depending on what the time is of like in the sim recording. So yeah, another little A319 there. You see the A320s as well. Very nice indeed, and it's a pretty cool taxi out here as well. To the runway here at London Heathrow, 09 right. I go straight here. I think we go Yankee. I actually need to get up a departure here today. Well, actually no, we don't, because we don't have a select departure. We have a direct departure. So normally you would get an altitude restriction, but we're not going to have that. Well, we're just going to climb up to, I'm going to say 8,000 feet initially. We might just climb straight through it by the time we get there. We'll get 8,000 initially. And it looks like as well, and I suppose it's going to drive straight in front of me. great. Great to see. Hopefully he stops. I don't know if he stopped. Well, he might not have. Is there any other aircraft? There's no aircraft moving. It's weird. Where's that speedboat anyway? As long as he's gone a decent distance away, I'm not bothered. That's all I care about, really. So we'll go ahead here, actually, and come in here at... Go ahead and take link 52 at Yankee. This is holding point link 52, I think. And then you've got Yankee taxiways. So we're going to go ahead and go up to Yankee. Yeah, so we could have pushed straight back and gone down Yankee. So we went down Yankee, then Alpha. It doesn't really matter too much, honestly. But you could have done that there. That's where we were just parked. Very nice indeed. Anyway, let's go off to Faro. Check for landing traffic. I don't see any landing traffic at the moment. It's pretty busy down here, but like I said, there's a little window right now where there is no landing traffic. It's mostly departing traffic for like the next 20 minutes in the game. You can hear some more planes. Getting the engines fired up. Let's go ahead here and turn the landing lights on here. We get ready for departure. Seatbelt signs, everything is on here. Just double check everything once again, all over. Very nice indeed. And let's go ahead here and depart out of London Heathrow. So let's go ahead and just give a little bit of power to the engine. Another thing as well is when obviously doing replays of the departures, you can't do it if you're on Batsuit, because you can do the landings, but you can't do the departures because you can't go on. There you go. There's an aircraft taking off over there. There you go. Oh yeah, you can't do the landings because you have to go on 3-point mode. Anyway, let's go ahead then. 40% power. There's an aircraft there pulling across us. We've got using both runways here, 0 and 9 left and right. 40% power and Toga. Set. There's a frame kick in here. This when the sunrise is happening. It's just get my frames a little bit. I'd say about 30. 100. 120. V1 and rotate. Positive rate and the gears going up. The aircraft's pretty far away. He's already got a decent distance to it. So that's good. Don't see any other departing traffic, so that's good. There's London skyline just down to the left. Looks beautiful here. We're not actually going to see it like that because they're flying away from it. Where's that other aircraft? There he is over there. Got quite a decent distance to it, so we're happy about that. Just see him there, that little speck in the distance. You can just see him just there. Flying. I can see his lights there in the distance. Don't know what it is. Probably it's another speedbird, another British Airways. He's heading up in that direction, which probably suggests he's going to somewhere in maybe Netherlands or something like that. And we're going to be heading up back round here. It's a beautiful departure here today. Oh, look at this scenery. It's going to be beautiful today, it really is. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. And yeah, as we climb on out here of London Heathrow Airport. ahead and set our speed here for this will be 250 knots. Got autopilot on now as set, and actually going to set autopilot now as well. And what's happening here to our reference line? It looks like we're flying heading for some reason. We don't really fly heading. Nope. Nope. No. Heading off. Heading bug off. What are we doing? Direct to Gulfsea. Let's go direct to Gulfsea. There we go. Now we can cancel that heading. We'll clear that. There we go. Wonderful. Straight out direct to Gulfsea, which is where we're going originally. And there we go. Departure has happened very nicely. And on our climb out here, we're going to go ahead and increase our altitude here to our cruise now. We're up to 8,000 already. Climbing straight on out today. Actually, flight level 330 on departure for today. And yeah, very nice indeed. And yeah, this is very beautiful. This early morning sunrise. Look at that beautiful scenery down there. Departing from London Heathrow. And as we go through 10,000, we're going to turn off our line lights. No question as well. And when we turn off, we can come off. And as well, as we go from 10,000 here, 11, 12,000 here already, officially. We're going to turn off our speed as well. So now we let the MTDU control the speed. We'll go ahead and increase our climb as well to 2,000 feet per minute. And other than that, we're looking pretty much good here. We won't turn off the safety belt signs just yet. The cabin crew now, though, can start their cruise service. And we can start to enjoy the flight, I guess. Alrighty, so we are about 20 miles south of Madrid now. We're going to start ready to get our approach programmed into the MCDU. So yeah, you can see here, we need to descend to 3,000 by Gepti. We're doing a direct arrival today, so we're going to the heading of Pushback, which we've already entered in. And then once we get to Pushback here, we're going to go to our approach here. We're going to go to the arrival. So we're not doing a SID for the arrival today. We're going to be arriving on runway 28, and I'm also going to quickly check the winds as well. So LPFR winds for Faro is running at 28 as well, and it wants us to land on runway 28, which is perfect. So today we're going to be ILS 28 Yankee. We're going to have no star. We're going to also have no via, and then that's pretty much that, to be honest with you. So we'll put that in, and then we'll insert that into the flight plan. Okay, and then we'll go to discontinuity. We'll clear the discontinuity, and we'll just check for any manuals. There shouldn't be, and that looks good. So that's pretty much going to be our flight plan here. Now, so it's going to be CF28, CF28, Gepti. Alright, coming in out 3,000. Well, we know we need to send down to 3,000 for then anyway. Let's go. Right, so that's because ILS Zulu. We need ILS Yankee. There we go. That would be why. If we open up the Yankee one, that is Zulu. So we'll close Zulu. We'll open up Yankee. So to send ILS 109.5. That's cool. So Cat A, Cat B, so we're going to be here, descend down to, let me see the altitudes here, 2,000 for initial, the start of it at D7.2, so 2,000. Let's have a quick look at the plan mode. We're going to go up to the arrival, so yeah, we're literally right in front of it, so that's in at 5, that's in at 10 Newton miles as well, so that gives us sort of a good reference there. I would say that's probably around about 10 Newton miles, which is pretty much what it says on here. So to send down to, we'll go down to 3,000, and then we'll set the approach mode. We'll head on heading 282, and we should be good to go into Faro for the approach. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So that's pretty much that program. Let's go ahead and go to the perf down here on the right hand side. We're going to go to next phase, and then next phase again. So we were expecting our QNH today. We're going to go ahead and get an update QNH one more time. Let's update it. So QNH today is going to be 1018 for the arrival. That should have also come to standard now. That's my own fault. Already 1013 already was the standard QNH, so it makes no difference anyway. That's what it was down the ground in London Heathrow. So 1018 is our QNH. Temperature is 20 degrees. We're expecting winds at 10 knots at 310 degrees, so we want 310 at 10. So this is the I've actually just, as I've been recording this, I've just installed the level up in the background, so I've just installed the level up and a few liveries as well for ground handling. So yeah, but that's another story. But yeah, obviously, like when I do all that, it's all a bit more confusing. You have to sort of know what everything is. You know, it's I actually got used to the FMC, but it's more like everything else. You know, when I did all this, it's just, yeah. Anyway. But this is just, I just know this so well because I've flown this aircraft so many times. And the MDA of 14, so we'll go ahead and enter that in. We don't worry about the DH, that's fine. So that's the approach activated. It knows our QNH, that's the most important thing there for the approach. We've also got VFR no warnings for the arrival today, so no clouds really expected. It's very clear. We've got live weather on, obviously not actually live time because it's actually night as recording this. You can see there 10:12 is the actual time in the UK as I'm recording this, but I'm doing an early morning flight down to Faro. No ortho here. We did fly over a little bit to the east, sorry, where Madrid was, but they've already flown past that now. So yeah, but on our well, not far off our descent. We're about what's that? I would say probably about 20 minutes away from the top of our descent, and yeah, I'm already ready for our descent into Faro. Alrighty then, so we have now reached our top of descent, and we're going to go ahead and start descending on down. So pretty much we're just going to send down here to 3,000 pretty much. We're just going to keep going. We're going to try and intercept that glide slope. And look at that beautiful Spanish ortho scenery coming into view here. And you can see it's just starting here. This is where this tile starts. This tile now stretches all the way from here in Seville, all the way across to the end of the Algarve, and then up the coast as well. But up to, I think it's up to around about Lisbon, then it stops and then it goes to Porto, something like that. But yeah, I've got quite a lot of actually I think Lisbon's yeah, I can't remember, it's a bit confusing, but this is all from the Spanish Ultra HD scenery. This is the best external scenery source in my opinion. And you got zone photo, which is okay. Some of the scenery from that is okay, and some of it is not very good. But yeah, anyway, appreciate everyone that does all that work in the flight sim community. This is pretty cool. It's really beautiful scenery, and yeah, as we start our approach into Faro today. No speed brake actually needed too much yet. We can pretty much just regulate the speed here with idle. If we see ourselves overspeeding too much, then we'll apply a little bit of speed brake as well as we get ready for our arrival into Faro this morning. Alrighty then, so our ILS frequency has now been entered. We are descending through altitude. It's on manage mode, so we're descending down to 3,000. The aircraft is controlling itself, 2,200. It varies itself to get down to the required altitudes. And you'll see them here with the arrows as well, which obviously as well indicates your top of descent. But you'll notice that when you're at 12%, but we're not now. We're descending through 11,000. We're going to go ahead here and switch on the what's it called, the landing lights, and we're going to get the we'll get the runway turn-ons and taxis on as well, so we are ready with that. Other than that, we're pretty much good to go here. Seatbelt signs just on. We're just double check, make sure everyone's got their safety belts on, and they're pretty much briefed below us, which is very good indeed. It's really beautiful scenery here as we come down the Algarve coast. Now we've just pretty much entered into Portugal now, and we're now yeah, very much. I think this actually might be the border here actually between Spain and Portugal. But yeah, we're not far from Faro at all now, and we are on our way into the south of Portugal, the Algarve. Let's have a quick look actually, see if it is. If we go to the map, it is. I was right. So that river does split. Basically, here, this is the border between Portugal. Sorry, Spain is this side. We're still over Spain at the moment in time, and then that is Portugal right there. Look at that, it just varies itself to descend down to the required altitude needed. So now the aircraft will descend down to 6,000 for Tupics, and also it's varying its speeds, so we need a little bit of reduction now speed because we're 250 knots as we're going through 10,000 feet. So we'll go ahead and apply the speed brake. So we slow the aircraft up here. Actually, double check that nav frequency. So if I go to rad nav here, that's not it, that's my VOR, that's my frequency here. Actually, there's a frequency there, that shouldn't be. I don't know what it says that. Where is it? Anyway, we want this one. ILS frequency 109.50. That is our frequency there. So if we go here, 109.5. So 50 is our frequency. And this is the airport here. So we've got a 8,000 foot runway. We want to descend. Well, I mean, sorry, want to try and get off maybe by Foxtrot or Romeo Golf here. 8,000 feet is the runway length. It's pretty long enough for us, but we're going to have to get it down pretty quick. No messing around too much here. If we have a look at this, the VOR, blah, 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 3,000 feet. It says actually enter at 2,000. So we're actually going to probably descend it down to change this to 2,000, so we can control it down to 2,000. And also it comes up on here with 2,000 as well. So we'll do that. Approach mode we can set in a minute. So yeah, other than that, I'm just trying to see. Straight in landing on outside meters. What's this saying? Free brake's still out. Yeah, that's fine. Free brake can come back in now. I keep thinking we're in the A319, we're not in the A321. Don't know why. Look at that. Ooh. There's the border there. Look at that. Look how beautiful the seas are down here. They are lovely, aren't they? Here in the Mediterranean, the southern Mediterranean. There's Spain there. That's all Spain, and then this side is Portugal. I'm about to enter into the Portugal. I'm about to enter into Faro, and that's yeah, a little land down there. So yeah, there we go. Sending on down and getting ready for our arrival. So also this was trying to find, it says here, missed approach. So if you have missed approach, climb straight ahead to 3000 when passing 2000, turn left to EGLL and contact Faro approach. Obviously that was if we had ATC, and if ATC was online they would tell you that. Obviously we're not even on VATSIM, we're on the what we call world traffic. There is some landing aircraft down here today as well. I don't know if there is an aircraft expected around about the same time as us today. There was a bit of traffic earlier on the way on the approach. I had a traffic warning come up for a plane landing down at Seville. We must have been pretty close because I think I was going for about 15,000 and he was coming through about 11. So I looked it up on the VFR map, which I'll show you at another point when we're at cruise at another time. But yeah, so that's interesting. We'll make sure we just listen to that as well. Always check that. So straight ahead, and then when passing 2000, turn left to EGLL. And then contact approach. So we'll just do a left, basically, just a left turn. So when passing through 2000, left turn, and then to EGLL, holding, make one complete holding pattern at 3000 and proceed inbound to VORs and form another ILS approach. And that would make sense. Now the procedure obviously would be in. So you would just ping EGLL and you would fly direct to EGLL. So there you go. Anyway, let's go ahead. Misapproach, com failure, something associated, blah blah blah. 2000, yeah, turn left to EGLL, holding aircraft. That is that. So that's pretty much that really for the approach. Other than that, we're here pretty much getting ready here for our final approach into Faro. Alrighty then, so we're down to 3,000 feet now. You can see here we're just sending down to 2,600. We'll go ahead and activate the approach mode. You can see the aircraft is already descending itself. Missed approach is, like I say, straight ahead to 3,000 when passing 2,000, turn left. So 3,000 will set for the missed approach. No, I don't want to do that. No.
2,500.
We want the plane to carry on approaching. Flap set to full. And gear down. What's happening here? Seems to be gaining altitude. I wanna approach here. Going to disconnect the autopilot there ourselves. We'll manually do this approach. Not sure particularly what happened there. Gear down anyway. A little bit high now, but that's fine. We can correct this. Yeah, we were pretty perfect actually. And then we selected approach mode, and then I think it was descending itself pretty much, but it's okay. It's all good. So
2,500.
2,500. A little bit of a steeper descent here initially. So we've already got one red light up, so we're pretty much bang again where we need to be. Maybe even try and set the approach again. No, that's not going to work.
2,000.
2,000 feet. We'll We'll manually fly this in today. I think I see traffic landing. What is going on? I told you there's another plane landing at the same time as us, and traffic lands the other way. Or they're meant to be landing in. Normally, world traffic it lands into the correct runway with determining. I can't even say the word. Depending on the winds, that's the word I'm looking for. It should be landing this way, and it's world traffic deciding it wants to land exactly at the same time, the opposite way. So this is going to be interesting. Yeah. If anyone knows how I can stop this and how to get World Traffic 3 listening to me, then let me know.
1,000.
1,000 feet. Very nice, lovely approach. Very calm winds as well. Down here on the Algarve. Love this. It's the number of planes just flying straight towards us. Ah. All right. We had approach mode set. Yeah, I don't understand. You can't even activate it now anyway.
Glide slope.
Glide slope there. Hold that a little bit low now. That's fine though.
500.
Thing is, he. Oh, it's gonna be crazy. We're gonna land at the same time as this plane, landing directly opposite us. Oh dear.
400.
400 feet. Checks.
Glide slope.
300.
30 feet checks.
Glide.
There's another plane landing that way as well. Oh, crazy. Alright, here goes.
200.
20 feet.
100.
100 feet.
100 above.
100 above.
50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Great landing. There's a plane opposite us on the runway. Some British Airways. Ah! 80 knots. 60 knots reverse stowed. Manual braking. Oh, that was great. That was great. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. We'll bring it to a stop. For some reason, my ground noises seem very loud there. My call-outs seem very loud as well. Don't know. Anyway, right turn here. Land lights come off. Leave the taxi lights on. Yeah, ignore the fact that. Okay, but the British Airways, the taxiways wouldn't generate earlier, so I had to leave them. So either way, it didn't actually land. We'll just say technically it didn't land. But oh, that's crazy. There's now another plane on final approach as well. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, traffic should be landing in terms of the winds, because whenever I use it, it should be landing on 2A, which is the runway we landed on. So it's going into the wrong runway. But you know, oh well. All the chances though, it lands exactly the same time we land. Like, and there's not loads of flights coming into it. I don't even think. I mean, I can show you guys if I go here. There you go. You can see. Oh, no, you can't now because I've got rid of it. No. No. That. There we go. I don't even know where he's coming in from. I can't even see him on the thing. Got this guy coming in from Birmingham. So, yeah. Anyway, welcome to beautiful Faro Airport. It's a really nice scenery down here for Faro. That was fun. I enjoyed that. Wonder if that other plane's landed yet. No, he's on final approach now. Coming in from Birmingham. There we go. Welcome to Faro, everybody. What does that say? Tap Portugal maintenance. No, we're not going there. So empty Faro Airport as well. No one down here except from a few aircraft just hanging around. Pretty quiet. So there is landing traffic, but there's no. They've got their taxiways. They land and then they despawn on this one because, like I said, they didn't have time to generate them. And that's the same for some airports, they just won't generate, you have to make it yourself, and I can't be arsed making myself. So anyway, there you go, it's just landed. Don't know why they're landing in that direction. Freebird. Yeah, they shouldn't be landing in that direction. I don't know why. But anyway, you know, that'll make a good clip though. That'll make a good clip. Oh god, that is that is hilarious. They'll despawn now, I think. They should just stop and they'll despawn. Yeah, we'll go in a sec. There you go, he's gone, I can hear him. Well, we'll park straight under the Faro airport sign. I wonder if this auto gate might work, because we do have SAM. No, it won't, because we've got the full auto gate. Only for some airports that have SAM, that they put SAM into it, and obviously there's a lot they've actually put SAM into this airport. The one that I have anyway. Alright, let's pull up to this line then. And we'll end the flight there. Alrighty, and we are now back up in the flight deck here, so we're going to go ahead and basically shut the aircraft down there. We just put the flaps up as well. You guys probably noticed we just started putting the flaps up. That should come up as well. Speed RTO, and that is good. We got a bit distracted by the planes landing in all different directions. Makes a difference anyway. So the flaps go up, and the speed brakes are up, which is perfect. The clean lights come off, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go to here. We'll go to engine 2, and then we'll go ahead and shut that one down. And that one shuts down nicely. And we want engine 1 as well, and that can also come off. Wonderful. Let's. We don't actually need to connect with our own power. We have our own power here on the aircraft. We'll put some low pressure and high pressure units down here, and then let's get some shocks down as well. So 2 lists, open ICS, ground surface, ground contact volume. That's why it's so loud, because it's louder than the actual everything else. I don't really like that because ground contact is so loud. We want ground services. We want high pressure, low pressure shocks. We don't need the external power because we've got our own power, like I said. And other than that, we can go to plugins. We can go to plugins, ground handling, and we can go ahead and bring up the catering units to the aircraft. If we don't need catering, we can just go ahead and get rid of the luggage loaders, the stairs, and the buses. We'll get them to drive up. And oh, it's Air Berlin liveries. That's a new one. Air Berlin. I didn't know I had Air Berlin. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Just changed it to default, but I don't like default. What? How did I get Air Berlin? I don't even know. No, I don't even know who that is. I want a good livery. Let's just go Swiss Sport. Let's go Swiss Sport. Everyone knows Swiss Sport. They used all round. There's another plane just landed as well. What's that? It's a German wings. Very nice. Anyway, thank you everybody so much for watching this video. A little bit of a scuffs there, arrival, but pretty decent. I very much enjoyed it. Very nice Faro airport we have here as well. Thoroughly enjoyed that flight. It was really fun. Yeah, quite a big airport as well, actually. What a wide airport. But I mean, not loads of stands, and there you go, it's despawn. Cool airport, really nice runway, lovely scenery, cool place to go. Brilliant flight, very much enjoyed it. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I appreciate everyone being here once again and watching this flight with us today. From London Heathrow to Faro with British Airways and the Airbus A321neo. You can see there the buses getting ready to take the people here. They're not going to be going for the jetway, they're going to be going off to some arrivals place, that's what we're going to be saying. I'm planning to get some new liveries for these as well, and a few other things that are in the works as well. And I want to obviously be flying the 737 soon enough for you guys on stream. And our next flight might be on back soon, I don't know, we'll see about that. But thank you everybody so much for watching this video, I very much appreciate it. And yeah, make sure to like and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video. See you guys later, bye bye.